Hi guys, I hope you're all well. I'm kind of in a tizzy. I cannot find my house key for the life of me because I came in such a tizzy. I'll give you a backstory of what happened. So I was in my boyfriend's house, right? And I was like, right, I need to drive home now because A, I'm up early tomorrow, and B, I want to leave early before people start to get like really drunk because it is Saturday, so a lot of people are gonna be drunk tonight, plus that parade was on. So yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of drunk people out tonight, and I was like, I don't want to see anyone. I don't want any drunk person near my car or me or the dogs. So yeah, I will leave early. That was fine. And I was like, do you know what, the road was kind of quiet, I might be cheeky and get a McDonald's. First time going in the drive-through, I was like, you're ready, Sarah, let's do it, bitch. Went into the drive-through, was fine. It's so narrow, that's why I was like putting it off for so long. Anyway, and got in okay, and I was like, look at me go, and I was like, you got this, bitch. And I got in fine, so I was so proud of myself. Ordered the food, blah blah blah, that was fine. Went to go pay. The thing that's annoying is because the guy was so nice. So basically, I put the window down. I was like, hello, blah, blah, and he was like, what's your order? He is like a new start there because they were telling him like basically how everything works. So I am always like patient when new starts because everybody has to start somewhere, you know what I mean? So he was like, bear with me 2 seconds. And I was like, no, you're fine, take your time. And was waiting the whole time in the car, and then he was like, what's your order? Like, sorry, I'm really confused. So I told him the order, and he was like, oh right, no worries, no worries. And he was like, oh my god, I didn't even see the dog. So basically Bella is always like restrained in the back of the car, but she can, because she's so big, sit, like she puts her paws in the middle, like the center console, kind of like on the armrest bit. But she was standing up in it, obviously, because we were at like a standstill. Obviously, she only does that when we're like parked or at a standstill, because yeah, she just knows better. The guy hands me the food, and he was like, oh my god, I didn't even see the dog. Was complimenting her, was asking her name, like he was lovely. He was telling me that his dog was also called Bella, and I was like, oh, what is she? But like, we were just having a lovely conversation with dogs, and he was a really nice guy, and I was like, fair play to him. If that was his first conversation, I would say it went well. The only downfall is I ordered a drink and a McFlurry, and he gave it to me in like this tiny tray, and obviously I was by myself. I do have 2 cup holders, but the drink was overflowing, but the McFlurry was actually overflowing, like a bit actually went in his hand. I was like, oh my god. And one of my cup holders seems to be, I have 2, but really I only have 1, just with the layout of the armrest that's over on top of it. So I was like, I'm gonna have to hold the McFlurry. This is a whole handling. So anyway, I was just like, thanks so much, blah blah blah. As I was leaving, right, so I had my hand, one hand holding the McFlurry, the other hand on the steering wheel, and I was like, this is really dangerous, like I need to sort this out. I was gonna sort it out somehow in the car park, like eat a bit and then just put it in the cup holder and then drive home. But basically it's so narrow, it's like at a bend, and obviously I needed my 2 hands to do like a full lock to make sure that my tire doesn't go up on the curb or hit the curb. My car went up on the curb, obviously, because I couldn't full lock because I was holding the McFlurry, and I was like, ah! And I was terrified. I thought I scraped my whole car. I was just thinking worst case scenario. I was like, my whole car is scraped. Like, oh my god, it's gonna cost hundreds. Like, what have I done? Like, I was like freaking out, frazzled. Didn't even want to get out and check in the car park. I was just like, no. So I went in the car park, ate a bit quickly, put it in the cup holder, drove home. I must have flung my key somewhere. I don't know where it is. I actually thought I left it in the door. It's not in the door, so that's good. And the door is locked. I can lock it from the inside, but I, for the life of me, cannot find my house key. I must have just flung it in a panic. And I said, say, when I came in, because I came in, got the dog in the house, and I went out with my torch to see was there any damage. There isn't, thank god. So it must have literally just been the wheel that went over, but I thought in my head, oh my god, my whole car is scraped. Not ideal. Not ideal. She was loving life with her chicken nuggets. I, on the other hand, was not. I couldn't even eat the McFlurry, then. I was just like, I'm frazzled. I'm frazzled. And I left the drink that long, but then the ice actually melted because I forgot about the drink because I was that frazzled with the car. And then looking for the key. I was looking for the key for like 20 minutes. Can I find it? No. I was having a really good day until then. But I suppose this is all part of the learned experience, isn't it? Like, whenever I did get my car, I was like, oh, I love my car, blah, blah, blah. And like, they were, even my instructor did say too, but everybody has said, they were like, your car is just going to get dings. It is what it is. Your first car is going to get dings. It's just, that's just how it goes. And I was like, no, I'm going to try, blah, blah, blah. But I see what people mean now. Things just happen. And it's just like, but I will know in future to never do that again. Ever. And if they do that again, give it in a wee tiny tray, I'm gonna have to just say, no, can you please put it in a bag? Because I am not doing that again, ever again. It is like 12:30. I am working at 9:30, so I am working at 9 hours. Yay. And 9:30 to 6:30. Absolutely crazy how last night the storm was so bad that Jamie was like, I'm just gonna stay here. I was like, yeah, I think that's probably for the best. It was crazy. Like, we were just looking out, and then obviously we had like, there's a hydrangea bush like right in front of this window, and like the thorns and everything was like scraping against the window and like banging against the window. And she was like, that's such like a spooky night. And she was like, I don't feel comfortable driving in that, like, but I have to be in Strabane really early. But the parade's on tomorrow, and I was like, well, if you're leaving, I would leave like 8 a.m. And she did. She left at 8 a.m. But because she was parked in my driveway, so when I got home from work, she was here. So she was parked in my driveway, so I just parked behind her. And I just thought, oh, she's just going to get up in the morning. That's grand. And then the care will be in after. She'll just lock the door. Everything's fine. I'll get a lie on my Monday off. No, because I was parked behind her, completely forgot. She rang me this morning at 8 a.m. She was like, hi, good morning. You need to leave your car. I was like, oh. But I did get back to sleep, which was good. But I've been chatting for 12 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.